The child's fists clutch expensive fabric. Blood spreads across white marble like spilled wine. Dante Kang stares at the impossible, a 3-year-old boy with his dead brother's eyes locked onto his own. The woman collapses against the glass doors. Her weight slams them open. Rain pours in behind her massive frame, mixing with the dark stains spreading from her shoulder. Please! Her voice cracks. Nigerian accent thick with pain. They're coming for us both. Dante doesn't move. His men do. Yuji and Marcus draw weapons, barrels trained on the bleeding stranger who just violated their headquarters at 2 in the morning. Before we start, make sure to hit like and subscribe. And really, I'm curious, where are you watching from? Drop your country name in the comments. I love seeing how far our stories travel. The boy won't let go. Tiny fingers dig into Dante's Tom Ford suit like the fabric holds life itself. Footsteps echo in the stairwell. Heavy boots. Multiple targets. Dante's jaw tightens. How many? His voice cuts through the woman's gasping. 3. She presses her hand against the wound. Blood seeps between her fingers. Maybe 4 now. The child whimpers. Those eyes, Juan's eyes, find Dante again. Recognition flashes across the small face. Impossible recognition. What secret could make a dying woman bring a child into a war zone? 2 years earlier, Nadia Robinson pushes the cleaning cart down the 42nd floor. 3 in the morning. The building sleeps. She exists in the gaps between their world and hers. Her reflection catches in the dark windows. Large frame. Exhausted eyes. Invisible. The boardroom door stands open. Light spills into the hallway. She stops. Nobody works this late. Nobody sees her anyway. Inside, a man sits alone. Korean. Early 30s. Expensive watch. He stares at spreadsheets like they contain answers to questions she'll never hear. She starts to back away. Wait. His voice stops her. Please. Nadia freezes. In 2 years, maybe 10 people have spoken to her. None with that tone. I'm sorry. He stands. Tall. Tired. I didn't mean to startle you. I just. He gestures at the empty building. It's lonely here at night. She grips the cart handle. I can come back. No. He moves toward her, hands open. Non-threatening. I'm Juan Kang. I've seen you here before. Every night, right? Yes, sir. Juan. Please. His smile catches her off guard. Genuine. What's your name? Nadia. Nadia. He repeats it carefully. Respectfully. I see you, Nadia. I've always seen you. Could kindness from a man like him be real, or was this the beginning of something she'd never escape? 3 months pass in stolen moments. Conversations during her night shift. Coffee he brings from outside because the break room brew tastes like dishwater. His laughter when she teaches him Nigerian phrases. Her surprise when he remembers them. 6 months. His hand touches hers while reaching for the same document. Neither pulls away. 9 months. He kisses her in the empty conference room. Gentle. Terrified. Perfect. 1 year. She tells him she's pregnant. Watches his face transform from shock to something she's never seen directed at her. Pure joy. We're leaving. Juan grips her hands. His penthouse apartment. Windows overlook Manhattan. All 3 of us. I've been moving money. Setting things up. My father can't know until we're gone. Juan. I love you. He needs her swollen belly. I love this child. Nothing else matters. His phone rings. Father flashes on the screen. Juan's face goes white. He answers on speaker. I know about the woman. The old man's voice fills the room like poison. You disgrace our bloodline. The line goes dead. Juan stares at the phone. His hands shake. How much would a father sacrifice to keep his empire pure? Juan leaves for the last meeting at midnight. Kisses Nadia's forehead. Whispers promises about tomorrow. About escape. About the life waiting for them in Seattle where nobody knows the Kang name. The call comes at 1:17 a.m. Car accident. FDR Drive. No survivors. Dante Kang stands over his brother's closed casket. 600 people fill the church. Not one of them knows about Nadia. About the baby due in 3 months. About the plan that died on wet asphalt. Nadia watches the funeral on her phone. Streaming news coverage. She sits in her queen's apartment. Alone. Her hand rests on her stomach where Caspian kicks and turns. She doesn't cry at the funeral coverage. Crying comes later. 4 months. Years. Caspian grows. Walks. Talks. Asks about his father. She shows him photos hidden in a shoebox. Tells him stories about a man who loved them enough to leave everything behind. 6 months after Juan's death, Dante takes control of the family business. The news shows him in expensive suits, surrounded by men who look like soldiers. Nadia keeps her head down. Cleans offices. Raises her son. Stays invisible. Then her apartment door explodes inward. 3 men. Korean. Guns drawn. What happens when the past refuses to stay buried? The child is an abomination. Min's voice carries no emotion. Cold. Factual. Juan's mistake dies tonight. Caspian screams from his bedroom. Nadia moves without thinking. Her hand closes around the kitchen knife. 8 inches of steel. The first man reaches for her. She drives the blade into his shoulder. He roars. Blood sprays across her yellow wallpaper. Run! She yanks Caspian from his bed. No shoes. No coat. Just her baby and the fire escape. Rain hammers the metal stairs. Her weight makes them groan. Caspian clings to her neck. Gunshots punch through the window above them. Glass rains down. She jumps the last 6 feet. Her ankle twists. Pain explodes up her leg. Mommy! I'm okay, baby. She's not. We have to move. She runs through Queens. Alleys. Side streets. The wound in her shoulder screams. Behind them, car engines roar to life. There's only one place left. One person who might care that Juan's blood flows through Caspian's veins. She flags a taxi. Gives the driver an address in Manhattan. Kang Corporation headquarters. The building rises like a fortress. 2 a.m. Rain pours. She staggers through the doors. Dante Kang stands in the marble foyer. She collapses. Please! They're coming for us both. Would the brother of a dead man save what that man loved most, or finish what the killers started? The phone hits marble. Cracks spider across the screen. Nadia's blood smears the case. 1,400 messages. Her voice barely rises above a whisper. Photos. Videos. Juan's will. Everything. Dante's hand hovers over the device. His men watch. The child still grips his suit. Those eyes, Juan's eyes, never leave his face. He picks up the phone. Scrolls. His brother's face fills the screen. Smiling. Holding an infant. Kissing this woman with a tenderness Dante never witnessed in their entire childhood. More images. Juan on a worn couch. Playing with a toddler. Reading bedtime stories. Living a life Dante didn't know existed. A video. Dante taps play. Juan's voice fills the silent lobby. Nadia, my light. I told father today. Juan's face on screen looks terrified. Determined. He threatened to kill you both. I'm moving the offshore accounts tomorrow. We're leaving. All 3 of us. Seattle. New names. New life. I don't care about the empire. I care about. The video cuts off. Dante checks the timestamp. The numbers burn into his vision. 11:43 p.m. The night before the accident. The night before his brother died on wet asphalt. His hand closes around the phone. The screen cracks further under his grip. Who knew about this? His voice could freeze blood. Nadia meets his stare. Your father. Min. Maybe others. The accident wasn't an accident at all, so what else had they lied about? Caspian's grip tightens on Dante's collar. The boy won't let go. Can't let go. Some instinct deeper than memory tells him this man is safe. This man is blood. Dante stares at the child. His father's voice echoes in memory. Purity of bloodline. Purity of power. Dilution is death. Words hammered into him since childhood. Words that built an empire on hate. Then Juan's voice from the video. I don't care about the empire. 2 legacies. 2 choices. 1 decision that will shatter everything. Yuji. Dante's voice cuts through the tension. Call the council. Every family head. I'm invoking Hyol Tungwi. Yuji's face strains of color. Boss. That's blood testimony. If you do this, I know what it is. Dante shifts Caspian to his hip. The movement feels strange. Natural. This child is my brother's son. In our world, blood is the only currency that matters. My father taught me that. Now I'll show him what it means. Marcus moves to the window. Peers through the glass into the rain-soaked street. Boss. We've got company. How many? 8 vehicles. Maybe 30 men. Marcus's jaw tightens. Your father's people. They're setting up a perimeter. Yuji steps closer. Lowers his voice. Boss. Your father's men are outside. They know she's here. Would tradition win, or would blood truly prove thicker than empire? The elevator doors open. 6 men step into the foyer. Old guard. Father's loyalists. Led by Kim Dae-yoon, the family's head enforcer for 3 decades. Dante doesn't move. Caspian still clings to him. Nadia sways behind him, barely conscious. Step away from the woman. Dae-yoon's hand rests on his weapon. This doesn't concern you. Everything concerning Kang blood concerns me. Dante's voice carries across the marble. I am invoking Hyol Tungwi. This child carries my brother's blood. I claim him as heir before all witnesses. Gasps ripple through the room. Dae-yoon's eyes widen. Marcus and Yuji exchange glances. The other enforcers shift their weight, hands moving toward hidden weapons. You can't be serious. Dae-yoon takes a step forward. That child is an abomination. Half-breed. The woman is. The woman is under my protection. Dante's tone drops. Lethal. The child is Juan's son. My nephew. My blood. Anyone who disputes this disputes me directly. The room fractures in real time. Loyalties split. Weapons rise. Empire cracks down the middle like ice under pressure. Nadia's knees buckle. She grabs Dante's shoulder to stay upright. Blood soaks through her makeshift bandage, dripping onto expensive marble. Choose now. Dante stares at each man individually. Stand with me or against me. There is no middle ground tonight. When empires split, which side of history would they choose? Nadia collapses. Her full weight crashes against Dante's back. He pivots, still holding Caspian, and catches her with his free arm before she hits the floor. Get her to the medical wing. His command snaps through the lobby. Now. Marcus moves first. Reaches for Nadia. Dae-yoon's men block the hallway to the elevators. 8 bodies. 8 weapons. A wall of flesh and steel. She goes nowhere. Dae-yoon's voice stays flat. Professional. Orders from your father. The woman and child don't leave this building alive. Caspian whimpers against Dante's chest. The boy's small hands grip tighter. He doesn't understand the words but reads the violence in the air like animals sense earthquakes. Dante shifts Nadia's weight. Passes her carefully to Marcus. His own hand moves to the weapon at his back. The movement is smooth. Practiced. Deadly. My father isn't here. Dante's eyes lock on Dae-yoon. I am. And I'm telling you to move. Can't do that. Then I'll move you myself. Dante's voice drops to a whisper. Every single one of you. And when I'm done, I'll drive to my father's house and we'll have a conversation about family loyalty. Yuji and Marcus draw their weapons. Click. Click. Safety's off. The sound echoes through marble and glass. Last chance. Dante takes one step forward. Let them through. I'll kill every traitor myself. When family turns against family, how much blood must spill before loyalty is proven? Dante holds Nadia with one arm, Caspian with the other, both bleeding hearts pressed against his chest. Daeyoung's men form a semicircle, weapons raised, fingers on triggers. Outside, headlights cut through the rain. More vehicles arrive. Doors slam. Footsteps multiply. The war Dante just declared spreads like fire through dry grass. You're making a mistake. Daeyoung's weapon aims at Dante's head. Your father built this empire on purity. On tradition. You throw that away for some cleaner in her. Say it. Dante's voice could cut steel. Finish that sentence. I want to hear you disrespect my brother's son one more time. Caspian's small hand touches Dante's face. Palm against cheek. The gesture so innocent. So pure. Everything this world isn't. Tonight, the Kang Empire learns what blood really means. Dante's declaration echoes off glass and marble. Not purity. Not tradition. Not hate. Blood means family. And family protects its own. The front doors explode inward. 50 men pour into the lobby. Weapons drawn. Taking positions. The council Dante summoned. Witnesses to blood testimony. Judges of the old law his father thinks protects him. But Dante rewrote the rules tonight. With a child's grip on his collar. With a woman's blood on his hands. With his brother's ghost demanding justice. The war isn't coming. The war is here. And Dante Kang just chose his side. What happens when an empire built on hate faces a man willing to burn it all down for love? Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss what comes next. Drop your thoughts in the comments. This story needs your voice. Share it with someone who needs to hear that family is what we choose, not what we're told to accept. Your support inspires us to keep bringing stories that matter.